We are back with the Nightcap crew. Kevin Cork, Jackie Ibanez, Human Hamadi, Christina Pascucci, and Beverly Hallberg. Tonight's topic, good news, bad news. The Trump campaign raised over $200 million in 3 days after his guilty verdict, with a significant portion of donations coming from Democrats and those who've never donated to Trump before. Meantime, a new ABC Ipsos poll shows 50% of Americans think his guilty verdict was correct. 49 think he should get out of the race altogether. So we want to know, what do you think? Will it hurt or help Trump come November? Beverly Hallberg.
Well, what I'm most looking forward to is seeing those T-shirts, the merchandise with the mugshot of Trump. You're going to have conservatives wearing it. You're going to have liberals wearing it, both for different reasons. I think in many cases, people are just digging in even further, and we're just going to have to wait and see what the polling shows.
Yeah. Jackie Ibanez.
I don't trust those polls. I trust what I see, and everywhere he goes, he's got thousands, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands cheering him on, chanting his name. Tell me the last time that you saw that type of crowd for President Biden.
Yeah,
Never.
Last time I saw it was Kevin Cork walking into the Dubliner. I mean, that's really the last thing, Kevin Cork, right?
You're too funny. I think this helps him across the board, especially in communities that usually lean Democratic. I think a lot of people feel like he's getting a raw deal, Trace.
Yeah, I think. Human Hamadi.
I think for some, it'll be a deal breaker. For some, it'll draw them. I think overall, it'll be a wash probably. But I think for most people, they're not thinking of Trump's criminal trials. They're thinking of how much food costs. They're thinking of the border. They're thinking about the guy who broke into their house last week and the homeless guy they had to jump over to get to their car. And that's what's on people's minds, not any of this other stuff. It's a distraction, and there's so much time until November. By that point, I think people will forget.
Yeah, and I think you're right. It's kind of a fair assessment because people are really focused on the border. They're focused on the economy. They're focused on their lives, and they want to know who the best person to be in office to help their lives. Christina Pascucci.
Yeah, I do think people who are celebrating this are short-sighted because the numbers are speaking for themselves. It is energizing his base. It's energizing some other people who think it wasn't a fair trial, and $200 million just in the past few days. That's all you got to say.
It's a big number, right?
It's a big
so
number.
we asked, will the felony conviction hurt or help Trump in November? You see there, help 89% on X and 90% on Instagram, hurt 11 and 10. Keith says help. It is already starting to garner support from voters who normally wouldn't vote Trump. Cecil says Joe Biden will be the first president to lose to a convicted felon, Trump 2024. Ben says, I'm not voting for a convicted felon, period. Linda says this will embolden the little guy to vote Trump. Did they not see this coming? Allison says, help. It was clearly a political play, an insult to my intelligence. And Nikki says now Trump is more relatable to the people. Big mistake, Dems. Huge. Thank you all for joining the Nightcap. Thank you for watching the Nightcap and watching America's Late News, Fox News at Night. I'm Trace Gallagher in Los Angeles. We'll see you back here Tuesday.